What up, what's the B word? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word, and you can hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And you already know who I'm repping. Baltimore Raven fan. Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. But if you're not a Raven fan and you're new to this YouTube channel, you can always hit the subscribe button. It don't matter if you're a fan of the Patriots, the Saints, the Raiders, or whoever. We talk football, period, in here, baby. And by the way, I want to mention too that I do take donations through Cash App. Donations help the channel grow, and help me be able to get better, material and stuff like that. So if you're feeling like donating, you can always donate. If you don't, that's cool too. But we just gonna keep talking about this football, baby. This is my preview for the Ravens versus the Patriots, and this time I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna break it down with offense versus defense on each team. And this is part one. So part one is Ravens O versus Patriots defense. So I'm gonna go and pop it off and start it off by saying this. And I'm talking primarily from what the Ravens need to do because like I said, I'm a Ravens fan and I want us to win. Ravens offense, we have to protect the football. I'm going to start off with that. We got to protect the football. Lamar's been doing a pretty good job. The team as a whole has been doing a pretty good job as far as protecting the football and stuff like that. But we got to keep it up because we're going against a defense that's number one in the NFL in takeaways. And they have 25. They have 25 takeaways in 8 games. And if you remember in the Cleveland Brown game, those takeaways and plenty of the other games, because the Patriots offense is not all that this year like they normally be, that these takeaways are winning them the game. They're winning them the game. You're giving the Patriots offense short field, and a lot of times this defense has to return those takeaways for touchdowns. So we cannot throw interceptions. We cannot fumble the ball. We have to protect the ball against this defense. This is a hungry defense. They coming for the ball. I mean, they good at stopping pass and periods and stuff like that, but they trying to get that ball and they trying to score because they know what's going on the other side of the ball. So protect the ball is first key as far as us against a defense. We have to protect the ball to win this game. Another thing I want to touch up on is somebody in the receiving court or one of the tight ends have to win a one-on-one battle. They have to win a one-on-one battle because the simple fact, one, if you know Bill Belichick like everybody, like we know Bill Belichick, we know that Bill Belichick is going to try to take your best player. The thing you love to do the most, Bill Belichick lives by the philosophy of you're going to have to beat me doing something else. I'm going to take what you do great and you're going to have to beat me with doing something else. So Mark Andrews, it's going to be people zeroing in on Mark Andrews. So, it's going to be people zeroing in on Hollywood. So we need somebody else to make a play. It's going to be a time period. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to just shut them down. Because they'll get some catches here and there. But I'm saying we're going to need somebody else to step up and make a play. Like Hayden Hurst said, he's patiently waiting. This is his time. This is Hayden Hurst's time to finally step up and make some plays. This is time for Seth Roberts and all them other guys to get their hands on the ball and step up and make plays. Another thing I was going to bring up. I just want to mention too that the Patriots have, like, right now, the Patriots have the best secondary in the NFL. I mean, that's just point blank. They had the best secondary in the NFL, and that's why that's so stressful, man. Because, I mean, Stephon Gilmore, whoever Stephon Gilmore is covering, most of the time they're going to have a hard time because that guy right there is playing some unbelievable football right now. And I understand why Bill gave him the money to get him to come from Buffalo. But I was going to mention that the Patriots rely heavy on the man coverage and to blitz doing man coverage and stuff like that. And that comes from having such a strong secondary that's able to cover that man for a long period of time. Being a Baltimore Raven fan, if you remember last year, that was our situation last year. Our secondary was so strong, and we had some pretty good pass rushers too. But our secondary was so strong, that we could send whatever. I mean, look at that Cleveland game. We zero blitz 3 straight plays to close that Cleveland game out. Because we had the secondary and we had the back end to be able to cover our tracks and help us out. Same thing with New England. But the thing is, I wonder, and I'm going to be paying attention to this, is they going to stick to their game plan. Because one thing about blitzing traditional quarterbacks, yeah, you can do that. You can blitz them all day and play man coverage all day on them. But Lamar Jackson, on the other end, when you're blitzing Lamar Jackson and you're playing man coverage, it's hard. It's like Lamar can get away. Your blitz might come through. One guy might come free, but Lamar might shake him off. And if you in man coverage, your secondary is facing the other way, so they don't even know Lamar taking off running. So if they plan on doing that type of thing with Lamar, and Lamar be able to shake a little something loose, then it'll be tough for New England. But I think Belichick's smarter than that too, so he gonna be doing a lot of zone blitzing too, because he knows that you can't turn your back on Lamar. You can't playing man coverage on Lamar is like begging him to get 150 yards on you. Because he will. Shoot, you play man coverage on Lamar all game, he'll get 200 on you. And I'm just being real. So we gotta pay attention to that. And another thing I want to point out is we got to make adjustments. Belichick and the Patriots are the best coaching staff, the best organization of making in-game adjustments. If they're playing us a certain way, then we gotta adjust to it and make it work for our favor, because that's what's supposed to be the beauty of our offense that we're supposed to be able to do. If the defense trying to take away our run, we got a quarterback that's mobile and can throw, so we should be able to take advantage of it. If they want to play coverage, then we got a quarterback and a strong running game where we can run. But we have to make adjustments and take whatever the defense is giving us, because whenever they leaning towards something else is getting weaker. You know what I'm saying? That's just the name of football. When they emphasizing on something, the other thing is not emphasized on, so it's it can be compromised. So we got to make adjustments through this game, man. Because if we beating them across the mouth with the running game, which I'm gonna talk about the running game, because the Patriots running game was looking suspect, and then if you look at the stats, they give up 4.6 yards per carry, 4.7 yards per carry, and earlier this season, like around week 3 or 4, they were giving up 5.7 yards per carry. But when I say adjustments and stuff like that, Belichick, the NFL is a copycat league. Belichick's a smart guy, so Belichick might try to do the same thing that the Chargers did to us, as far as putting an extra safety or put some extra DBs out there on the field to stop Lamar running and have the speed to catch Lamar. But the thing is, if they're doing stuff like that, then we got to use that heavy tight end set where we got Nick Bull and Hurst and all those guys out there, Mark Andrews, all those guys out there, and use that to our advantage, having Ricard out there clearing the way and blocking and all that with our strong running game. Because if they got extra DBs out there, we got the power, we bigger and we stronger, as far as in that standpoint, if they got the DBs out there, and we need to take advantage of it. I mean, for the most part, they don't even like playing big ball. They like having their secondary out there because that's their strength. So we got to take advantage of stuff like that. Like if they're out there with extra defensive backs and all that, and we're in a situation where we can run the ball and play heavy, let's run the ball and play heavy, because that's who we are anyway. So we got to get that done, man. That's something we got to do. Another thing I want to bring up. I'm sorry. I had to clear my throat a little bit. Another thing I wanted to bring up is control the clock. We have to control the clock. I mean, but that's every game for us, because that's our identity. We are a clock controlling team. It makes our defense better. If Brady have less possessions, that's always better. Even though the offense is not all that, still the less possessions that the other team offense have, the better. The better chances of our defense stopping us. Stopping them. Our defense is getting fresh. And if we controlling the clock, guess what that means? We're getting first downs. And we stand on the field, and we getting that good defense to get tired. And if we get that good defense to get tired, then stuff like Hollywood Brown blowing out the top and getting a long touchdown, or Lamar breaking off a big run, or Mark Ingram breaking a big run happens. Stuff like that happens. So we got to control the clock. We have to win the time of possession, because that's part of something that's gonna get this defense worn out, and us to be able to kind of expose them if we could. So we have to control the clock. We just have to. That's like, under protecting the football, that's the second most important stat line to me in this game, is controlling the clock, because that defense is a good defense, and we got to wear them down. We got to wear them down, and we got to make them uncomfortable. We have to. The next point I want to point out too is pretty much it pretty much goes hand in hand with controlling the clock. No third and longs. We need to be in third and short situation. The Patriots giving up 4.7 yards per carry, so we should be able to get 5-6 a pop. We should be able to get 5-6 a pop if they run a game struggling that much. Now I'm not going strictly off statistics on this because I know Belichick know how to scheme and all that, and he's going to prepare for the running game. But still, we need to try. It don't hurt to try. So we got to try to at least get 5-6 yards a pop. And I believe we can. If they're struggling with these other running games and we're the number one running team in the NFL, then we gotta do that. We gotta use our strength if that's their weakness. So no third and longs, man. I mean, against the Seattle game, we was in a couple of third and long situations, and thank God we got Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson was even able to make plays that nobody else could make and get the first down. But I'm just saying, on a good defense like that, it don't happen like that all the time. So we got to be in third and short situations. We got to get first downs on third down, and we got to keep that defense on the field to wear them down. That's just facts. We got to. Another thing I want to point out, and I believe so, and I've been seeing other people say this, but I think we're finna really open up this playbook this game right here. Because I think we've been kind of just being, even though we've been winning, we've been a little tight with that playbook. Because we ain't trying to show everything. And I think this the game right here that we're gonna open up that playbook a little bit. We're gonna see a couple of plays that we wasn't running. I was even questioning this stuff back then, why we ain't running screens and stuff like if Seth Rollins is such a good blocking receiver, why we not running the screen to Hollywood and letting Seth Rollins block somebody on the edge and stuff like that. We might see some stuff in that type of fashion. So hopefully so, man. Hopefully we get to see this playbook open up a little bit more. But one thing I don't hope is we so focused on opening up the playbook and running stuff that we didn't run before that we end up going outside our identity. We need to stick who we are. We're a running team. Smack you in the mouth. Use what do what the defense give us, and control the clock. So we can't get up out of our identity trying to be flashy, because we're not a flashy offense. That's just truth be told. We'll smack them in the mouth, and Lamar save our life offense right now. That's what it look like. I'm just being real. The last couple of weeks, that's what it looked like. So, man, we just got to be who we are. But anyway, I'm going to run it back. My key to this game, like I said, protect the football. Wide receivers and tight ends have to win one-on-one battles, man. Because, that coverage, we got to help Lamar, man. We got to help him out now. We have to help him out. Lamar has to create plays with his legs, especially if they playing man coverage. He got to create plays with his legs. We got to use the tight end sets where we when we run heavy. But you know what I'm saying, a heavy tight end set with Ricard and all that out there in the backfield, their fullback and stuff like that. If they bring extra DBs out there, we got to take advantage of it. We got to take advantage of any type of any chance we have to take advantage of the Patriots. We have to make adjustments, control the clock, and win. And don't be third and long. I mean, that's huge right there. Like I said, that's the second stat line to me as far as us winning this game is control the clock and third and long. They pretty much go hand in hand up on the protecting the football. And if we really do those three things right there, we can win this game. We can win this game. So that's pretty much it on Ravens O versus Pats D. Hopefully, Raven Nation, I'll be seeing y'all Sunday after a victory, because it'll feel so good. We get a Patriots Day first loss. You know what I'm saying? Primetime game at the bank. That's all I've been saying to my wife. It's primetime at the bank. I'm hyped. Blackout, y'all. Blackout. I don't care if you at home, because I'm all the way down here in Memphis, but I'm going to have my black jersey on. So everybody wear black, because we here to handle business, man. And that's straight up. But anyway, y'all like and subscribe to the page. Y'all hit me up on Instagram, what's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, what's the B word, and you can hit me up on Twitter, B word 52, man. And like I said earlier, I'm doing the Cash App thing now. So if you want to donate, that's cool. So anyway, Flock, I love y'all. This Anthony Addison. Oh yeah, hit me up on mailbags. Mailbags is when I answer questions about any NFL player, any NFL team, any college player or college team. And I might drop a video, man, because college game day down here in Memphis, and I'm thinking about going and recording some of my experience and make a little video about it. So y'all look out for that too. Also tonight we got a live stream, man. Me and Graven, Nubo, Coach Evan, Sonny, But the guys from Birdland BS, we all together. We finna go and get it in tonight. And we finna talk about this game, man. Because, you know, this game, this is a big game right here. But anyway, Flock, I love y'all, man. And I'm finna get up out of here, man. I'm out.